A falling out is the last thing you'd expect to happen while on a planned girls' trip, or a trip with anyone at that matter. But it's a lot more common than you'd think. Countless spring break horror stories have allowed people to give the phenomenon a whole name: the Miami curse. So here with more about it is author, and wait for it, conflict resolution expert, Damali Peterman. You can already see where we're going with this. Good morning.
Good morning, Anita.
And she's joining us from Australia here. So most of these horror stories have come from spring break trips to Miami. But let's just throw it out there. We're not just talking about Miami, right?
No, we're talking about any time there's a gathering of friends, of family, etc. This is possible. So it's not just limited to Miami, where I've been many times on those types of trips and have never experienced this Miami curse, by the way.
Okay, so why are these fights often friendship ending or altering?
I think oftentimes what happens is that there's not enough preparation that goes into it in advance to communicate expectations and to anticipate that some conflicts can arise. And so people need to think about how to protect their peace in advance of the trip.
Yeah, even the peace can get disrupted when everyone's like, oh yeah, I'll put a deposit down at this time, and then you're like, girl, where are you? Okay, so let's say your friend group gets into a big fight. How can you come back together, bring the harmony back together?
Oh, I love this question so much. If you get into a big fight, I want you to think about how to heal. And there's an acronym that I use, HEAL. And so the first is just be honest. That's that first H. You have to start by sharing your feelings about what went wrong without placing blame. So for example, I felt overlooked when we couldn't agree on activities. Can we talk about how to make decisions together in the future?
Ooh, I like that. Those were very non-emotional responses. So tension can get high. How do you know whether to cut the friendship off? Maybe it was like, you know, you're in my life for a reason or a season, or put it in the effort to fix things?
I think there are a few things you can think about. One, try to be empathetic and see the situation from the other person's point of view. If someone felt left out, try to acknowledge that. If something was supposed to go right and it went left, talk through it. Then, of course, if it's relevant and if you can, offer a genuine apology. Please don't be that person who says, I'm sorry if you felt like this. That is not the type of apology I'm talking about.
Oh, wait
I'm talking about, right, Anita? I'm talking about the apology where you're like, I'm sorry for any part I played in the misunderstanding. How can we move this forward? Because again, the focus should be, you can't replay or redo the past. So I want people to think about how to move forward if you want to keep the relationship. Otherwise, you may have to, as you mentioned, let it go. If you can't focus on the good memories from the trip, if you can't agree to move past a disagreement, then it may be time to just amicably part ways or take a break from each other for a bit.
You are so level-headed with all of this. Okay, last question. Is there a way to avoid it altogether?
Yeah, of course. So, thinking about how to, many problems arise because there is a lack of communication prior to the trip, or there's miscommunication. So being really upfront and clear about what the expectations are. And then when things happen in the moment, instead of letting it fester and bubble until you can't take it anymore and things are said you can't take back, find a way to talk to the other person, convey how you feel, and see if you can sort of prevent it from blowing up and escalating, because this is a curse that can be sort of, undone.
Damali, I like how you think and your approach to traveling with friends and loved ones. I think you've made us a better person today.
Thank you, Nita. It's my pleasure to be here.
Natalie, it's a big question for us.
Well, it is, and she did a fantastic job. Yes. So that is our Instapoll question today. We want to know, have you ever had a vacation ruin a friendship or a relationship?
That is our Instapoll question. It's a face-off. That means it's a simple yes or no. You can snap the QR code and vote. Looks like it's pretty close right now.
Be honest.
It's 52% say no.
Let me go weigh in on the yes.
So Anita and I have both had horror stories. Brian, you have seen out of the frame.
friends on a trip to Miami for Memorial Day weekend a long, long time ago.
Okay.
But
It can happen so fast.
Yes.
Now, are they still friends
No.
to this day? See?
No.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've seen it happen.
I love, though, the communication element, but there's always that one friend that's like, they knew we were going to do this, and they're like, yeah, I never wanted to do that. And it's like, could you not be that way, please?
It's like the song, Let It Go, Let It Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you
Elsa
just-
had very, very strong words there, I think.
She said a little something.
She did, right?
You could log on to fox32chicago.com to vote.